My name is Maheep Singh. You can call me Daddy.
Hi everyone, welcome to What Sort. I'm your host Anupreet, and today is definitely a laughter riot in the studio because we have the iconic Maheep ji with us. Thank you for joining us, Maheep ji.
Thank you for having me.
Do you have any self-made rules while preparing your sets, given that आजकल इंडिया में a lot of people are very sensitive about a certain topics when it comes to comedy?
I am very sensitive about this question. I can't answer it because it's very easy to offend people, and you can't really make rules about writing. And if you are writing from that point of view that okay, I can't say this and I can't say that, of course you need to keep some kind of checks and balances to make it presentable and to make people laugh. But there are no rules actually. If you can't joke about everything, you should not joke about anything.
A lot of comedians use their childhood trauma and they turn that into comedy, and a lot of people, as we know, could sail through those times because they turned it into, they could laugh at it. So, aapki kya story hai, and how did comedy happen to you?
Everybody these days, we have these very serious words, to describe life, childhood traumas, and we are triggered and we are angry at something or the other. In my time, it used to be very common thing. Trauma was not something that was exclusive to somebody and was not happening to somebody else. It was happening to everybody. So those were the times when people had less internet knowledge and more of practical knowledge, and trauma is something, yes, you can create comedy out of it, but not necessarily only the trauma. If you have that funny bone in you, you can create a joke about anything. The sense of humor is like a muscle, like you exercise and you work on a muscle, and if you really have that sense of humor, that thing in you, you will start looking at things from the humorous perspective. Like even if you are at a death ceremony, if you are at a Shamshan Ghat, you will find a joke there.
If not a comedian, where do you think destiny would have taken you?
It's a destiny. You can't presume where it might take you. So I can't say that if I was not that, I would have been that, because I was not trying to be anything. I never pursued anything. I never tried. I tried several things, of course. I tried theatre, I did writing, I did so many things, but I never tried to be that person. Like, okay, I want to be like that. I want to be a singer or a dancer or a writer. Never pursued anything. So I think that destiny is nothing but the direction you choose. And if you stick to that direction, you will reach your goal. I think destiny is that only.
Growing up, how was your relationship with your parents? Were your parents strict? Were they lenient? Tell us something about your childhood.
Yeah, my childhood was very nice. Like I can't complain. Like as I said previously, these days everybody has some kind of trauma. They have some kind of bad memories. And they call it bad memories, but I call it life.
It's just life.
It's just life. Like if you are going through life, things will happen to you. Bad things will happen to you. Good things will happen to you. And you just can't just sum up your life. Okay, my childhood was like that and my youth was like that. And these days we have so many words. Today's generation has a word for everything. We have to learn more words just to understand them. What are you saying? तो उनका जो हर चीज के लिए एक definition है उनके पास, हर चीज के लिए उनके पास एक word है.
So basically life can be simpler.
It is simple. My life was very simple. खाना खाना है, खेलने जाना है, बस. पढ़ाई करनी है. I was an excellent student till 8th or 7th standard. My father and mother, they never also pushed me towards anything. They always encouraged me to do whatever I want to do. Like mothers being mothers, she was only interested in के खाना खा लिया, लंच बॉक्स फिनिश कर लिया सारा, और मोर इम्पोर्टेंटली लंच बॉक्स वापस लेके आ गया, छोड़ के तो नहीं आ गया, पानी की बोतल वापस लेके आ गया, है ना, कपड़े तो नहीं फाड़ के ले आया, गंदे तो नहीं कर लिए. Mother was only concerned about that. Father was like, okay, whatever.
One mantra when you were in your good moments, and what's your one mantra when you're in bad moments? What kind of helps you sail through different?
I think
situations?
I learned it very hard in a very hard way. But I think that if you can remain neutral in your bad moments and your good moments, I think that is the mantra. It's like rubber. You are like it has elasticity, and if you stretch it, then it changes shape. But if you don't put any pressure on it, it will come back to its original form. Just leave it. It will become naturally, everything will be all right.
Rate yourself as a father, and what's that one thing you want your daughter to learn from you and remember you as?
These days, everything has to be rated. Should I ask for an OTP? I should ask my daughter, please, madam, 5-star de dena. Some things should be left without ratings.
Measurement.
Without ratings, Delhi boys, biryanis, fathers.
And what's that one thing you want your daughter, thing or quality you wish for your daughter to, have from you?
Learn from me. Yeah, if you see an accident on the road, learn from it. मैं चलता फिरता accident हूँ. और I think my daughter should look at me and just learn from me कि ये तो नहीं बनना. But I think she is doing pretty good for herself. But remember me, yeah, like I said, just remember me.
Do you think anyone can become a comic with continuous practice, since you yourself started the same way when you started performing in open mics? Or is it something you think which is, you got to have a funny bone naturally and only then it's something which can be nurtured?
Everybody has a funny bone. Like if I'm performing in front of 1,000 people, for example, and if I tell a joke and those 1,000 people are laughing, so their sense of humor and my sense of humor are at par.
Okay.
They also have the same level of sense of humor, and I just have the mic in my hand. I'm on stage, but they got the joke. They are laughing at the joke, so their sense of humor and my sense of humor are equal. So I think everybody has a sense of humor, and if somebody finds a way, just not to laugh, then I think it's very sad. But I think everybody has a sense of humor, but it takes time to develop a sense of humor. It takes a whole life, and anybody can become a comedian. Yes, but your comedy will only be up to the limit where your life has been. If you are 21 years old, your life is 21 years, and your comedy will have only that much of experience. So it depends on how your life, how you have lived your life. You can't just create sense of humor out of nothing. If you are not married, you can't do marriage jokes.
True.
You can't do.
You haven't lived it.
You haven't lived it, and if you will do, it won't come out naturally. Like Amit Tandon does family jokes. He has a family. He has seen all these things. So I think everybody can become a comedian, but not everybody will become a comedian overnight. And if you'll find success overnight, it will go overnight also. Like people like Zakir, people like Bassi, people like Amit Tandon, Abhishek Upmanyu. These guys have toiled years and years to create their comedy, to create their humor. So it's not that you can't just overnight become a comedian. You have to live your life, because life is the only source where you will get your sense of humor. Nobody else can give it to you.
Thank you so much, Maheep ji, for answering all our questions so patiently. It was great having you on the show. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.